today's video, I'm celebrating hitting 50K followers on TikTok. I'm gonna be baking a cake, decorating it, and then we're gonna go to the beach to take cute pictures. One of my top priorities this year was to celebrate my achievements more, even the little ones, so I'm gonna go to the beach today and make a whole day out of it. Also, my boyfriend got me these cute little candles to put on top of my cake, so I'm super excited. That's gonna be so cute. Let's bake this cake. No judging here, but I always use this boxed cake mix. Everyone thinks it's so good. They always ask me if it's homemade. It's just the best. It's so good. I'm just gonna start with one for now and see if I need more after. I want it to be a double layered cake, so I'm gonna do the other box as well. My cakes have been rising really weird in the center, and I saw on TikTok that if you lower the oven temperature, it should fix that, so I'm gonna try that today. And then while those are in the oven baking, I'm gonna make some lunch and then do a little bit of work. I've been obsessed with Caesar salads lately, so that's what I'm gonna make for lunch. I forgot the croutons. Also, Ryan taught me this hack that if you put like a plate on top of your bowl and then you just like shake your salad, it mixes it all for you. You don't have to like mix it with a fork. Love this hack. I do it every time I make a salad now. And then when you take the lid off, it's all mixed. The cakes are finally out of the oven. The trick where I turn the oven down so it cooks slower worked. They didn't like cone up in the middle. They came out perfect. I'm super excited. I'm gonna get them out of these pans and onto a cooling rack so that they can start to cool. And then I'm gonna put them in the freezer for a little bit so they can set. What the fuck? Okay, well that plan didn't work. So I'm gonna stick the cake pan straight into the freezer and then let it freeze like that. Okay, while those are in the freezer cooling, I'm gonna start making the frosting so then we can decorate the cake right after. Also, I forgot to take the butter out of the fridge when I started baking the cake, so now I'm gonna have to microwave this to get it soft. But that's okay. So this recipe makes a lot of frosting, like a lot of frosting. So I use 3 sticks of butter, a pack of cream cheese. It says to use 3 pounds of powdered sugar, but I think it's too sweet with 3 pounds. So I use like a little bit less than 2 pounds of powdered sugar, and then a little bit of vanilla, and then like a splash of milk to like make it creamier to pipe with. So let's go. Okay, now that I have the butter, cream cheese, and vanilla in here, I'm gonna whisk it till it's like whippy, and then I'm gonna add the powdered sugar. Once it looks like this, you can start adding the powdered sugar, and it is gonna get really dirty, so I'm gonna put this dust cover on. Okay, and then you can slowly start adding powdered sugar. I recommend turning your stand mixer down a little bit so it doesn't fly everywhere, and then just add it slowly. Make sure to taste as you go to see how sweet you like it. So this is sweet enough for me. I like mine to taste less sweet and more like cream cheese, so I'm gonna leave it like this. And this is the aftermath. Okay, I got the frosting mess all cleaned up, and I'm gonna take the cakes out of the freezer and then see how they're doing. Okay, they look pretty good. I'm gonna try it right now. I don't know if I said, but I freeze them so that they get like extra, like they're not frozen. They're just really cold, so it's easier to frost. I bought a cake board to put the cake on so I can decorate it and then stick it in a cake box that I bought. Okay, I'm gonna put it on this one. I just realized I haven't showed you guys the inspo yet. This is what I'm going for, but not a heart shape. I'm gonna do a circle, and then I actually don't have bows, but it's just the pink and white design that I'm gonna do. And it's gonna be super cute. And then again, Ryan got me the 5 and 0 to go on top of the cake. So we're gonna do that. This one turned out much better. They're much easier to work with when they're cold. I got out my handy dandy cake spinner so it's easier to decorate, and then I'm just gonna cut the top of this cake off a little bit so it sits flush with the other cake. Okay, piping hack number 1. Put it in a cup, and then when you put frosting in it, it's so much easier than trying to hold the bag. Okay, that should be good. Just gonna take this out and then just put a base layer on the cake. Here's how it's looking. It's kind of a trust the process moment. A chrome coat is just not pretty, but I'm gonna stick this in the freezer and let it chill and then get hard on top, and then I'm gonna frost it again. Okay, now I'm gonna add the finishing layer of the white, now that it's a little bit frozen and easier to work with. Here's how it's looking. I'm gonna stick it in the freezer again so that the frosting hardens, and then I can smooth this out a little bit better. Here she is. She's not perfect, but she's homemade. And now I'm gonna turn the rest of the frosting pink for the designs. Number 2 is that if you want to like use the same color but switch the tips, put it in a different bag. So put the tip in a completely separate bag, so you can just put this bag inside of this bag. So now I can put this bag in here, but then when I want to use a different tip, I could just take this bag out and switch out the tip. Here's the finished product. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted to, but it's still cute. Okay, that was a whole day thing. So now I'm gonna go get dressed, get ready for the beach, probably pack a beach bag, and then we're gonna head to Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's and pick up a sub, and then to the beach. I'm gonna wear this bikini. I'm so excited. I haven't worn this one to the beach yet. It's so freaking cute. And then probably this skirt with, I think this swimsuit cover up top. So we'll see what it looks like. Here's the outfit. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of makeup and then we're gonna head to the beach. I'm just gonna do a quick little makeup look. Nothing too fancy, because I will probably go swimming in the ocean today. But we'll see when we get there, if it's cold. Of course, a little bit of bronzer. End it off with a little bit of blush, and then probably some mascara. I think we'll call this good for today. Just putting on a little bit of lip balm. And I'm ready to go. Maybe a little bit of perfume too. If you guys haven't tried this one, you have to. It smells so freaking good. It's Apple Love by Ellis Brooklyn. So unfortunately, the box is not tall enough, but I'm still gonna put it in here anyways because I have to get it to the beach somehow. So we just maybe won't close the lid. Oh gosh. Oh, jeez. Whew. That was a little nerve-wracking. We got the cake here safely, and we stopped at Jimmy John's to get subs. So it's gonna be a good day. We made it to the beach finally. The cake made it here in one piece, thankfully, without the lid on. We picked up Jimmy John's, and then we're gonna sit here and enjoy the view. I'm gonna eat my sub before it gets warm. It was the best day at the beach. So pretty, the sunset was amazing, and the cake turned out really good, so it was a really good day. Alright guys, we just made it home from the beach. It was seriously such a good day. I feel like sometimes I take for granted the fact that I live 15 minutes away from the beach. I feel like I definitely need to go there more than I do. It was so nice at the beach today. The water was flat. Thank you guys so much for coming along for the video. I'm so grateful that I got to celebrate hitting 50,000 followers on TikTok. I'm glad that I took the time to celebrate that. Feeling very good. We had such a great day. Love you guys.